Adrenaline rush, adrenaline rush. Ah. Well, when you cross the line in this world of mine, across the line. TNA, TNA, refuse. Put it in the bloody museums, hang it up, be proud of it, because here, 7th of February 2025, I am here, and you're burst every blood vessel there and how hyped that was, but yeah, he is ready. He is ready for the ride. The big Stevie's going to take you on here on Fog Wrestling. Let's go. Pretty much, it's been almost a year since Fog Wrestling reviewed a full TNA show. But you know what? I thought this one was pretty good. And dare I say, it's got potential to be the best show of the week. So let's kick off Impact. Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. Yeah. Then they show, imagine TNA, right? Showing footage here of the Royal Rumble. Showing footage of Joe Hendry battering The Miz. Sheamus looking on and then going toe-to-toe with Roman Reigns, as Tom Phillips put it. Again, I still think Joe Hendry got jobbed out in the Royal Rumble, but I digress. He comes out. He's like, right, I want you to sing along. The crowd's going ballistic. He's like, right, we're going to do We Are the Champions by Queen. But it's Hendry is the champion. He's gonna hold it to the end. That's not really the tune, but you know what I mean. Hendry is the champion. Dun, 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 dun. You know, Joe Hendry blasting other songs, just fucking fantastic. You know what I mean? Like, is it like a Poundland Scottish rock? Of course it is. I don't think anyone would dispute that. But you know what? Poundland Scottish rock is better than, fucking the shite you get over on Raw, the shite you get over on SmackDown, and better than the shite you get on AEW. So I'll take Poundland Scottish rock and not, the candy, the sweetie. I'm talking about Joe Hendry. Then some guy's music hits. Joe Hendry was like, and this is the part where someone interrupts me. Someone did interrupt him. Someone, something. It's Jake something, right? It's like, I was really enjoying this concert, folks, right? I'm not going to pretend it was like, I was on the edge of my seat like Austin driving the beer truck into the arena and soaking the corporation. But I was still invested. I was entertained. But see when some guy called Jake something interrupts, man, he should be released. Or forced to change his name. Change it to Jake. You got nothing. Change it to Jake nothing. I mean, my dog's called Jake. You know what I mean? I could call him that. Or Jake, go get that something. You know what I mean? Jake something. I mean, this guy be better. Jake the Black Lab. You know what I mean? Jake the Black Lab, the genetic freak. 3 walks a day. 3 dinners a day. Takes no shit from anybody. I've just put a Black Lab over more than TNA's put this guy that's challenging Joe Hendry for the championship. Anyway, he claims that he spoke to Santino Marella, and Joe Hendry sings, I accept. Gia Miller is backstage with Masha Slamovich, and Masha, I thrive in chaos. I'm going to batter Cora Jade. I'm going to draw her ex in lipstick, and I draw her in blood. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Up next, Ace Austin against Tyson DuPont. Tyson Dupois, or whatever this guy's called. Sounds like a Hoover. I mean, the Tyson Hoovers. Ace Austin sounds like a shitey character you'd take on in Dead Island or something. But Ace Austin wins. Anyway, yeah, there was a brawl after the match. The Rascals were out there. Didn't really care for this. Tessa Blanchard comes out and says, I'm not playing by their rules. I'm better than everyone because I'm not a pendejo. Better than not the Knockouts Battle Royal competitors. I'm not a pendejo, motherfucker. Stephanie Delander says, from weeks everyone talking about who's 23 and who. He's like, you'll find out soon. Nothing can stop him. Especially not that peasant Sammy Callahan, brother. Right. Then we got the TNA number 1 contenders Battle Royal. I actually like the dynamic of commentary here between Aiden English, Tom Phillips, and Cora Jade. Cora Jade clearly doesn't give a fuck about being on TNA. But neither does Tom Phillips or Aiden English, so it actually worked, in my opinion. You've got Spitfire out there, you've got Ash by Elegance and some other job where they were hiding under the ring, but the big moment, the big return, Jazz. Looking old, looking very old, and a bit chubby. was Jazz. She did this. She did her finisher to one of them, right? It just looked awful. I was like, see the person taking the move. There was like no sign of selling. They were just like, right, sitting there, clinically depressed. I'm waiting for this move to get hit. Weird. Savannah Evans wins the Knockouts Battle Royal. It was alright for what it was, and I actually thought the commentary kind of made it, even if it was so bad. Eric Young then cuts a promo, comes out, he lists about, you know, all these Canadians. Oh, the Canadians run this company. It's like, Team Canada, right? How about we reel this in? How about we fucking reel this in? You know what I mean? I love TNA. Macklin. So, what's happening here? Eric Young, Josh Alexander, Stevie Macklin, if that's even his first name. You know what I mean? Eric Young's trying to pretend that no one spilt more blood, sweat, and tears on the three letters TNA than him. Yo, he's like one of the. He has been in the company a long time, and he wasn't WWE. Let's not forget that. But it's like, mate, you're a jobber. Like Eric Young, yeah, you had some decent comedy angles, but let's not fucking pretend, right, that Eric Young is the end all and be all. See, when you think of TNA, Eric Young's quite far down the list. You know what I mean? Just because you're like the last guy standing, because everyone else has either went on to better things or is fucking, you know, paralysed or something, doesn't mean you're the best, brother. We'll see how it goes. Santino Marella, I'll work on it. So yeah, unsafe work environments and all that. Frankie Kazarian was there. Great. We then had the Hardys involved in a tag match, teaming up with Leon Slater to take on Moose, JDC, and Eddie Edwards. I mean, it was an alright match. Seeing the Hardys was pretty cool. Jeff Hardy hits a swanton bomb. 1, 2, 3. Brilliant. We then had Mustafa Ali. He walks in on a bunch of jobbers arguing. He says, make sure nothing like this ever happens again. Tash Steele's crying. Who cares, man? Mike Santana against Matt Cardona. Mike Santana defeats Matt Cardona, sorry. And it's like, no, I don't get about this. Oh, Matt Cardona, he's a massive draw. He's this, that. He's so big. Here he is losing to some guy, Mike Santana. I mean, like that guy, remember that guy Santana? He produced a couple of songs in the late 90s and the early 2000s with the guitar with Chad Kroeger. I can't even remember any of the songs. Oh, what are those songs? Oh, no, was it Maria, Maria? Oh, TNA is so fucking shit. Anyway, I might need to go listen to those tunes actually just to for next week's TNA, of course. But you know, look at this image of Jazz here, folks. She's looking pretty old, looking pretty fat, almost morphed into Karma or something. But you know what? It was main event time. FRAXIOM, Tag Team of the Year of 2024, taking on the NEMETHS, Ryan and Nick. Nick didn't want to use the steel chair. Ryan did. Ryan gets pinned, obviously, because Nick Nemeth's not going to lose to FRAXIOM. But Nick looks pretty upset what happened to his little brother. And the show goes off the air with FRAXIOM winning. Yeah, it was about a 15-minute match. I thought it was alright, to be honest. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But you know what? Return of TNA to the channel. I enjoyed the Joe Hendry. I thought the Battle Royal was alright with Jazz. I liked the commentary. It was good seeing the Hardy Boys. And I thought the main event was decent. So you know what? I'm actually going to give this show a 4 out of 10. Like, yo, this is a far cry away from what TNA used to be. Obviously, don't need to really explain that. But it's always going to be held back by the fact that, like, see when we say, like, 90% of the WWE roster could get released and you wouldn't notice it? You wouldn't. I don't think you would. See if you, like, actually booked around the top guys and had them have more prominent roles. See in TNA, there's like 95% of them shouldn't even be wrestlers. You know what I mean? There are literally guys that would be working at 7-Eleven, the Spar, you know what I mean, trying to accommodate both cultures, you know what I mean? What shops you got over in Tokyo? Pretty sure you got 7-Elevens over in Tokyo. Anyway, till then, peace.